Hey yo, welcome to today's episode of Beautiful Almond Nail Design on our fingertips. So I'm going to take you through the steps on how to achieve a beautiful nail design. I'm going to be showing the inspo later on in this video. So the first thing you have to do is to clean your nails with either your lint wipes or your cotton wool with an alcohol, and that is what I'm using. Whichever tool or material you have at home, so you can go in with that. I don't have a lot of prepping to do on my nails because my nails were already clean beforehand. And the next step, I'm going in with my cuticle pusher. When you're using cuticle pusher, be sure to do this with intentions, because when you do it harsh, you tend to injure either your client or you can injure yourself. I'm trying to do it carefully because if I just do it with force, I'm going to injure myself. I'm going to prick my skin, and we do not want that to happen. So we do it gently and we do it carefully. The next step, you use a hand file. Sometimes you can first go in with your drill bit, or I'm starting off with a hand file. So when you have a hand file at home, you do it. Then the next thing, you go in with your drill bit and you take pauses, because when you drill continuously, your client nail become the nail bed. It hurts. Your client, the temperature spikes up, so you have to take pauses while you're doing this, while you're drilling, while you're using any form of drill bits on your client nail or on yourself. I'm taking pauses, and I'm not doing this on high speed. I'm doing it on low speed so that I'm not going to injure my client, because we do not want to have any complaint after our appointment. So we have to be very careful in anything we're doing. And this is how I prep my nails, and it's not much to take in. The next thing, we go in with our gel tips. So we size our gel tips. I am sizing my gel tip, and that is what you should do too. You size a gel tip to ensure that there are no spaces, and then you put your glue and you press it onto your nails. There's something called air bubbles too. So to avoid air bubbles, you try and make the glue not too much, but at least a reasonable amount. So air bubbles make the nails to quickly pull out, and I've experienced it over time. When there's air bubbles in the nail, it makes the nails to pull out. It gives the nails a kind of space to then pull out. Then you just follow the same step. You take out a tip and you measure it on your nail, your client nail. I've been doing my nails for a very long time, so I'm used to the number of tips that fits my nails. I'm just trying to show you here that you have to size it on that client or on yourself before doing it. If you're new to this, and you try not to create air bubbles on the nail. This is a full cover tip because it's not acrylic, and that is just it. You repeat the same steps. As you can see, there are no air bubbles in the nails. Why I'm zooming in right now, it's just fit into the nail. And then we have our tips on the nail, and the next thing, we go in with shaping. I told you all that I am doing an almond nail set, so this is how I basically shape my almond nail. I'm just cutting randomly. I'm not using any sizing. I'm just cutting randomly because, and let me just say, I'm kind of used to the size of all. So that's how I cut randomly, but you can measure it. And this is how I cut my almond nail. I try shape it. You just cut side by side, and you're going to see how I'm going to shape that with my hand file. If you're doing this at home, this step is quite optional, but this is used to seal in your gel nails, your gel nails. But sometimes to do this, I also use my hand file. I and I'm also going to show you how I use my hand file to do it. And if you see in the video, I'm trying to do this carefully because I do not want to injure myself. Now going in with my hand file and trying to file it. So this is actually not very easy for me when I'm doing my own nails. It's kind of, I don't know if you have the same experience, but when I'm trying to shape my nail, it hurts me. So I try to keep my nails in a very funny position so I'll be able to file it. But it's not the same with clients because their clients are facing me, but I'm the one doing my nails. It's not easy. It's not really easy doing your nails yourself, but with time you'll enjoy the process because you get to choose your design, you get to explore different options, especially when you want to go to a nail technician at that particular period of time. And it's also fun when you also go to your nail tech because you can also explore different colors on their palettes. So back to shaping, this is how I shape my almond nails. It's not really a hard thing to do. It's just something that with practice you get over time. You cut side by side, and you just get into the shaping. It's not hard, but with practice, if it's hard at the beginning, that's normal, but with practice it gets better, I promise you. Okay, while I'm still filing, let me take you on the tools I've used so far. I made use of a hand file, I made use of my cutting wool and lengthwise, I made use of my gel X tip, my scissors, my cuticle pusher, my drill bits, and now I'm filing. So this is my fingers after filing. You see, that was so quick, that was easy, and it can be easy for you too. This is a step I take to make my nails super soft. You apply cuticle oil on all the nails before buffing. I found this technique soothing to me because when I used to buff without doing this, it was nice, but now I found the technique, it felt more better. And when you follow the step of using your cuticle oil on the nails before buffing, when you touch the nails, oh my goodness, it feels so nice, it's so soft. So this is me just buffing my nails all through. This is another part of buffing our nails. I enjoy buffing the nails, and I'm trying to show you all that you guys should be careful when you're buffing your nails because you can also injure yourself while buffing your nails. If you're buffing your client nails and you're too close to the cuticle area, that can cause an injury to your client nails. So we want to be careful. Filing, buffing, drilling, whatever the case might be. This is a nail design I am doing, but I am going to be modifying the other nails that I just French tip on the nails. First step, we go in with our base coat. Base coats are very important when it comes to gel nails. So do not forget this important step. Base coat. Go in your base coat on all the fingertip. And this is my nail after I have applied base coat on all of my nails, and this is the shade of nude I'm going in for. You see how I started? I did not start right from the cuticle area. I started somehow close to the cuticle area. This is a technique for people who just started applying, who just started trying to experiment with gel polish. You don't start right from the cuticle, so you're not going to flood the cuticle area. You start halfway, or you start close, just like the way I'm doing the second nail, instead of just going to the cuticle area. And you start with a small amount of gel polish, so you're not gonna flood the cuticle area, and so the nails will look perfectly polished to perfection. My gel application is sleek, and yours should also be sleek like this. So this is my fingers after I have applied the first coat. See how beautiful they all look. Yeah, it's so beautiful. and this is how it's gonna look, even more beautiful than mine if you apply all the steps. And the next thing, you just cure that first layer in, and second step we go in with another base. And I did not record all the part, but these are the colors I am using to create my design: the whites and pink, dark pink. And there is on the inspo I recently showed on here, there is kind of light pink. So to get that shade, I'm trying to mix my white gel polish and my dark pink gel polish. So now let's draw our French tip nails together. Drawing a French tip is not meant to be so hard, but tell me why I was not really feeling this French tip I was drawing. Yeah, I was not feeling it. The color was kind of off to me, but I was still going. I kept on going, though I was not feeling it here. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't feeling this, so I kind of cleaned it off and I started off again with my French tip. You see how I just drew that line? That is one easy technique that you can follow when you want to draw your own French tip. But then again, I wasn't still feeling this color on my fingertips, so I just left that nails and went to the next nails. I'm not really used to recording my full French tip videos. In fact, I am not used to recording videos when it comes to nails, because I don't know if I should call it, I need to focus my eyes both on the nails and both on my camera, so that is not really easy for me, but I'm trying my very best right now. In fact, I'm struggling. So this is me. I did not draw that. I drew it off camera. I'm going to keep trying my best, even though it's not really easy. But you see how that French tip is so beautiful, so on point. The next nails, okay, I'm going to try my best to actually draw this one on camera. I'm not going to off my camera like I did on these other nails. So just, you see, French tip is not hard. So for those that think, oh my goodness, it's not easy at the beginning, but when you put in practice, it becomes a little bit easy. Yeah. So I tried on this one. I did it on camera. I did not off my camera like the previous one. But it was hard trying to focus on my nails, trying to focus on the camera. I just had to, because I really want to show you guys how I achieve every bit of the nail design. This was my nails after I have drawn all the French tip. I later cleaned the pink on the pinky finger. And now going on to this design. Let's see how this goes. Oh my goodness. So I'm just mixing my white with dark blue to give it that, because I'm trying to draw the design on there is a notebook design. Yeah, it has margins, so that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to do that. So this is how you do it. So you guys should just bear with me. You guys are gonna see all the steps. Yeah, even though I'm trying to concentrate on both camera and nails. Sometimes when you look at a design, it feels hard to do most time, but one thing that helps to calm a person down, also calm you down, is to try to start and look at the base color. What is there that seems familiar to you, that seems okay? I know this, I know French tip here, I know chrome here, I know whites, I know black. We just start with all of those, then you can now start understanding your design. That is one thing that helps me, and I am sure that it can also help you too. So I actually I'm trying to make it a bit bolder. That's why I'm collecting. You can do that too. Nobody's coming for you. You can do that. You can make your design look however you want it to be. So I did not show the other design on camera, but it's basically the same. And I'm gonna draw the ILY, I love you design on this nail. So let's see how this goes. This is actually, when I was doing this, it was, should I say, it was fun doing this new set, because it had a lot of cute design, even to the point of drawing the hats, which I'm gonna be doing next. It was nice, and I love you guys. Yeah, this is me telling you that I love you for all the support and everything. I love you guys, and that is my I love you design. Next is my heart design. Ooh, this is done by using a dotting tool. That is what I'm using right here. This shouldn't be that hard. You see how I do that? I just drop dots tool, then I try to shape my heart's design on the nails. This is super duper cute. Anyways, guys, I am sorry to announce to you all that I could not even show you all how I did the other nail designs, but this was how it came out to be. So to make up, I'm going to be posting how I drew the lip shape, so that for those who do not really know how to do that,